of COVID-19, so we do an online class. Hopefully the pandemic will end as soon as possible. Good morning, students. How are you today? I hope you are in a good condition. I would like to ask you to prepare just English book and your notes, not others book, okay? Before we start our lesson, let's pray together. Pray silently. Pray start. Pray finished. Have you prepared the book and your notes? Okay, so now I would like to recall you what we have learned in the previous meeting. Okay, good. We have learned about greetings. If we want to greet someone who never known each other, what should we do? Okay, we have to introduce ourselves due to the communication will run well. Okay, so can you guess what we will going to learn today? Okay, we will going to learn about self-identity. Now I will give you a video. The video is about a new student introduced to their friends. And after you watching the video, your job is answer 2 questions from me and you write it in a Mentimenter. Later I will give you the code after you watching the video. Okay, so what is your job now? Okay, the first one, you have to watch the video. Then after you watching the video, what should you do? Okay, you have to answer 2 questions from me and write it in a Mentimenter. Okay, now I will share the questions in a slides of video. Okay, so you have watched the video, right? Now I will share the code of Mentimenter in a slides of video. Okay, you have got the code also, right? Okay, now I will give you about 3 minutes to answer those questions in Mentimenter. And you can start it right now. Good job. Okay, you have wrote your answer in a Mentimenter, right? I want to ask one volunteer student to present the answer. Okay, thank you for presenting the answer. Give applause. Okay, now we will discuss the answer together. Okay, the first question, what does the main idea on the dialogue about? Okay, can you guess? Okay, the main idea is about a new student, namely Ronnie, introduces himself to other students by mentioning his name and then where does he come from and then the reason why he moved to this town. Then we move to the second question. Okay, the second question, what does the social function of self-introduction? Okay, the social function is introducing and mentioning the identity to develop interactional communication with other people. Okay, Any question from this activity? Okay, if you have no any question, we move to the next activity. Okay, the next activity is reading a text. The text is about a person who wants to be a pen friend to other people. So, I will give the text in a form of link, and I will put it in a description of YouTube. Please check it. You have to download it. First, I will give you about 30 minutes to download it. Okay, start to download. Okay, you have downloaded it, right? So, I will give the instruction. Your job is you have to read the text, and then after you read the text, you have to identify the structure of text in a form of table. I will give the example in the slides of video. Okay, have you seen the example? Okay, there are three parts, right, of the structure of the text. The first, what is the first one? Okay, opening, and then contents, and then closing. Okay, for the opening, the purpose is to start the communication, right? Okay, so you have, this is as the example. You have to find in the text how the author start to communicate with other people. You have understand what should you do, right? Okay, what should you do? Okay, the first you have to read the text, and then after you read the text, you have to identify the structure of the text in a form of table, like I gave to you in a slide of video. I will give you about 5 minutes to read and identify the structure of text. Is it enough? Okay, you can start it right now. Good job. Okay, you have read and identified the structure of text, right? Now I would like to make a pair with your friends. You freely choose your pair, and as our class consisted of 20 students, so all of the students can get their pair. Okay, with your pair, you can discuss your answer. You can sharing your idea about the answer of structure of text. Good job. Okay, the time is up to the discussion. So now I would like to call one student with their partner to present the answer. Okay, thank you for presenting your answer. Give applause. Okay, we will discuss the answer together. Don't worry. There are three parts of structure of the text, right? Okay, for the first is opening. In the opening, what the purpose to give the opening? Okay, the purpose is to start the communication with other people. Okay, and then for detailed information related to the author, how Hannah start to communicate with Alia. Okay, she start to communicate with Alia by telling how she knows Alia before. Okay, move to the next structure. The second structure is about the contents, right? Okay, in the contents, what's the purpose to give the contents? Okay, the purpose is to give detailed information about the writer. Okay, and then for detailed information, how Hannah tells the contents. Okay, she tells her information by mentioning such as hobbies, and then schools, and then where she come from, and etc. Okay, the last one is closing. In the closing, what the purpose to give closing in a text? Okay, yes, you're right. The purpose is to end the communication. And then related to the writer, related to Hannah, how does Hannah end the communication? Okay, she tells the desire to Alia to reply her message. Okay, good. Thank you. You are very good student. I guess you have better understanding about the general structure of self-introduction. Okay, good. We move to the next activity. Okay, now I will give a paragraph. I will show it in a slides of video. You have checked the paragraph, right? Okay, from the paragraph, did you found any not appropriate words? Okay, the words Alia repeated too much. What can we change the word Alia to be not repeated too much? Okay, we can replace it by giving pronouns. Have you ever known about pronouns? Okay, it's okay. If you don't know, I will give a little information about it. The pronoun is to replace the same words, such as Alia's words is repeated too much in the paragraph, right? So by giving pronouns, we can replace the word Alia, such as be she or her, like that, based on the context. Okay, so what are types of pronouns? Okay, there are 4 types of pronouns. Can you mention? Okay, the first one is subjective, and then the second, objective, and then the next, possessive adjective, and then the fourth, possessive pronouns, and then the last one, reflexive pronouns. But here in this lesson, we just focus on the four pronouns. Okay, back to the types of pronouns. There are 4 kinds of pronouns here. The first one is subjective, and then the second is objective, and then the third is possessive adjective, and then the last one is possessive pronouns. Okay. For the subjective, what are they? What are kinds of subjective here? Okay, good. Here is the word I, and then okay, you, and then what's the other? Okay, they, and then the next. Okay, good, we, And then the next one, he. Okay, good. And then the next, she. The next one, it. Okay, these words are very similar to you while you learn English, right? Good students. And then the next is objective. Could you mention the kinds of objective here? Okay. I want volunteer students to mention the objective of I. Okay, good. The objective of I is me. Okay. And then the objective of you. Okay, still same, which is you. And then for they. Okay, good. And then for we, what is the objective? Okay, good. Us. And then for he. Okay, you are very good students. He. And then for she. Good. Her. And then for it. Okay, still same. It. Same with you, still same word. And then for possessive adjective, I want volunteer students to guess what's the possessive adjective of I. Okay, you don't know? It's okay. We will learn together. The possessive adjective of I here is my. Okay, you know the type, you know the words, but you don't know the word is included in the possessive adjective, right? It's okay. You at least you have tried to guess. And then for you here, what is the possessive adjective? Okay, good. Your. For they, what is the possessive adjective? Okay, theirs. And then for we, what is the possessive adjective? Okay, our. Oh, sorry. And then for he, what is the possessive adjective? Okay, his. Good. And then for she. Okay, the same one, hers. And then for it. Okay, it's. Good. Then we move to the last one, which is possessive pronoun. In this possessive pronoun, what are they? Can you guess? Okay, we will discuss it together. For the possessive pronoun of I, can you guess? It's okay if you don't know, we will learn together, right? Here, the possessive pronoun is mine. Then for possessive pronoun of you is, okay, good, yours. And then for the word they, okay, theirs. Just put s in the end of the word. And then for we, it also just put the word s in the end of the word. And then for he, okay, this is the same one, his. And then for she, we adding s, okay, good. And then for it, it's the same one, okay, good. So now you have understood the types of pronouns here. For the subjective, what is the function of use subjective pronouns here? Okay, so in the subjective is used to replace noun as a subject, and usually in the third person, like in the paragraph, the words Alia repeated too much. We can replace the word Alia with the subjective pronouns. When we replace the word Alia, we can use which subjectives? Which one? Okay, we use she, the word she here. The word she here refers to Alia. Then if we change the paragraph, how it should be. Okay, for the first sentence, which the original paragraph is Alia wants to have many pen pals because Alia likes making friends. And then if we change it using the word she, how it can be. Okay, good, very good student. The word Alia become like that. Alia wants to have many pen pals because she likes making friends. The word she here refers to whom? Okay, refers to Alia because the original paragraph use Alia too much. Then we can change using she. Good. And then for the objective pronouns, when we use these objective pronouns, okay, we use these objective pronouns to replace noun which is direct or indirect in a clause. Okay, good. So as the example from the original paragraph, please pay attention to the third sentence, which is Caroline introduces Alia to Hannah. So if we want to change the word Alia here, we should use which word? Okay, we can use the word her here. Okay, so if we change it, how it becomes? Okay, it becomes Caroline introduces her to Hannah. Her here refers to whom? Okay, her here refers to Alia. Okay, good. Then we move to the third pronouns here, which is possessive adjective. So when we use possessive adjective in a sentence or in a communicating with other people. Okay, we possessive adjective here do not replace noun as the example of adjective and subjective, but the pronoun here is as adjective is the name, so they appear before nouns. They modify. For the example, you can look at the second sentence from the paragraph. Alias, pen pals become from many parts of the word. So if we change the word alia, how it can be? What the words that we used? Okay, the word that we use is her, still same with objective, but the function is different. Okay, so if we changed it, then it becomes alias. Her pen pals come from many parts of the word. So her here refers to alia. Okay, good. Then the last one is possessive pronoun. So possessive pronoun here, what's the function? Can you guess? Okay, it's okay. We discuss it together. Okay, possessive pronouns here replace possessive nouns as either as the subject or object. Okay, I will give you the example. The example like this book is yours. This book is hers. So this is refer to kepemilikan. Do you understand? Okay, good. Have a very good understanding about the pronouns, right? Okay, good. We move to the next activity. The next activity is playing game. Do you happy? Okay, good. Please prepare yourself. We will play a game in Kahoot. Your job is to answer all of questions in Kahoot. There are 7 questions. The questions are about the pronouns that we have learned before. I will give the code in a slide of video. Okay, you have got the code right. Okay, next, after you answered all of questions from Kahoot, there will be a provided right answer here. So after you answer one question, there is also the right answer that appear here. Have you answered all of questions from Kahoot? Okay, very good, students. Now we move to the next activity. The next activity is writing a text. Here you have to replay an email from Hannah. The text is in second activity. You have downloaded it, right? For replying the email, I will give the guidelines in a slide of video. And then you have to submit your task to my email. I will put it in a slide of video. Okay, you got my email, right? And you have to submit it at midnight at 11 p.m. Okay, so what we have learned today? Okay, good. We have learned about the social function of self-introduction, and then the generic structure, and then the pronouns, how to use the pronouns in a certain condition. Any questions from this meeting? If you have no any questions, so you have a good understanding about this material. Thank you for today. I appreciate all of your participations. You did a good job. So let's pray Hamdalah. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.